I'm going to use this as an example, of how to find kind of the best trade setups, how I go about finding my trade setups using volume profile. Um, so I mentioned a little earlier, when price was swinging to the downside, right? Okay, we did make a little lower here, okay? Then it turns back around and starts swinging to the upside. And the same example, you can use it for anytime when you see these same setups in the market, okay? That's all I'm trying to say. All right, give me a second, guys. All right, price haven't broke that yet. Okay, so price swinging to the downside, then it turns around, starts swinging to the upside, right? All right, so we start making higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, swinging to the upside. Price breaks the all-time high at 4,800, okay? All right, and then it retraces back. Okay, when it starts to retrace back, it's going to retrace back to some level, right? Okay, when price pulls back to a level, we got to start looking for areas to where price may have on the way up started taking areas out. All right, so when price, and looking at it, price could have stopped here, but it didn't. It kept pushing lower, lower, lower. Okay, started pushing lower, but then you have the swing to the upside here. Okay, pretty significant swing here. Price pushes up, buying. Right, had a little selling here taking place, and then it was just more opportunity when buyers start stepping back into the market. So a lot of buying took place here, and you're going to start. You'll be able to identify good areas of where to look for levels or areas that to kind of stalk, in a sense, to kind of areas of interest when you start to see a lot of buying on the way up, and then the price falls a little bit, and then you see more buying. Okay, to me, it's kind of like, in a sense, kind of consolidation just for price to. What it is price coming back to pick up, enticing more buyers. So the market pushes up, buyers step in. Okay, the market pulls back, and then more buyers step in and drive the market up. So it's just a lot of buying that took place in this area here. So when price naturally comes back to that area, you see it come right back to this area. Now it could have just as well come lower, right? Okay, but right now it's rejecting right here at the top of this swing right here. Okay, and at this swing right here was an area where price took out this area here. Swung to the upside. Okay, so price is rejecting that area there. As long as price stays above this area here on the rejection, this is a good solid area to look for an entry in a sense. But the problem with that right now is that, and on the way down, we see, all the selling took place. Nothing to really stop it on the way back up other than this little swing right here. So it did actually form a nice swing. It's got to take this swing out on the way back up, okay? So basically what I want to see it do is take it out, pull back, not break below this area here on the pullback, and then when it does reject this area here, I'm going for the long to the upside. Okay, now it can bounce, the high volume area here, low volume area here, but you wait for the trade setup. So the trade setup is as prices look for a level on the pullback, a level where a lot of buying took place. If you're looking for a long, okay, a lot of buying took place in this area here. I say, okay, price pulls back to this area. I mark the area here. As long as it stays above this red line here on the swing here, then I could possibly stalk it and look for the rejection. Okay, on the rejection, once I notice rejection, I can take on the rejection. I'll wait for price to pull back, and then as long as it stays above the red line, I'm going for my entry long. But the situation here, like I just said, is this level right here, which is now resistance, and we got to see it take that area out. So once it takes this area here out, a little swing there, pushes up, takes it out. On a pullback, as long as it stays above this area right here, okay, I'm going to go long. Okay, so that's how you find good trade setups. Okay, and if we look at it, right now what it's doing is you say, oh, it's not at a low volume, it's not at the low portion of a low volume area. It is, but what it's doing is the volume profile is calculating all the volume from everything right now. You see how it's sliding in, sliding out. If you look to the right, how it's moved, how the volume profile is shifting. Okay, so I don't want to see all this over here. I'm just particularly interested in this area, say from here, okay, in this area right here, okay, because this is the swing, okay, and that took out this area here, okay. So when I minimize this, you see how it shifts now. All right, so all I want to see is just everything in this rectangular box, okay. All right, so now that price comes back to that area within the rectangular box. What do you see? Price is at a lower portion of a high volume area right here, okay, at the lower extremity, okay. We have a low volume area below us, another high volume area, low volume area, high volume area. Okay, so when price pulls back to the swing area, which is this swing right here, what do you see? Price comes to that swing level at the lower end of a high volume area. Okay, all right. So I'm looking for the rejection in this area. Now, I'm not saying price is actually going to, you know, make its move, reject, and then push higher. At some point it will, because it's going to have to fill this area here in. Okay, it's got to come back up. To kind of fill this area in here. Okay, it will do that, but it can push lower, push to this low volume area, and test lower, a lower portion of this swing to the upside. It could come on down and test all the way down here at the bottom, which would be this area right here, which the price comes all the way down here to the bottom of this swing here when it pulls back, meaning I'll show it to you. Let's look at the arrows. Okay, so this is the swing to the upside, right? All right, boom. Okay, now this is what that red line is the top end or the head of the swing right here. Okay, if price comes back to the bottom end of the swing right here, right here, I'm gonna show it to you where that's the lower end of the string, which is this, where I had this red line in right here, right, red line at, then this area here will be the area of demand, and this is where more buying took place when we saw the price push up, pull back. Okay, boom, more buying took place. That's an area of demand, where demand meaning that there was more opportunity, more interest there for price to push higher. Okay. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is Future Trading with Mike, and once again, I thank you guys for everyone who's been who has already subscribed to the channel and been liking the videos. If this is your first time watching one of the videos here today, thank you for some reason, how you found the video or the channel, watching this video today. I appreciate you. Basically what I do is I'm a live day trader pretty much. I trade price action, but I'm a live trader, and I trade my recording sessions and I post them to my YouTube channel. If you go back on my channel, you'll see that I have tons of videos on there with live trades that I've taken. I post them on recorded sessions, guys. If you didn't watch yesterday's video, it was really good. It started off the year on a good note. Talking about pure motivational advice. I went into the video showing you areas where I would have traded from, or how I trade, my strategy, basically looking for rejections and failures on the pullback, and then I enter the market, whatever the case is. Simple strategy. It works. It works very good, guys. And everyone who's been following the channel, knows and have seen me trade time and time again using that strategy and seeing how it works, guys. And I have no problem on my channel showing, how much in ticks I make a day and the profit, or whatever the case is. It is what it is. I mean, I do this for a living. So if you're looking for someone that trades the right way, and you're looking for a good strategy, solid strategy to kind of pick up on and learn, follow the channel, guys. Go ahead and subscribe and hit the little icon, that little bell notification icon. That's the post notification that will inform or alert you each time that I post a video to my channel. So let's go ahead and get into the video today. Today's video is just basically going to be about how to find the best trading setups in the market, pretty much. What I look for in the market. How do I determine areas that I'm interested in, that I want to trade? Okay, so let's take a look at the market right quick though, because the market is pulling back now. We're at the all-time high. You see this little purple line here. So this is the all-time high because we broke this area here, right here at 4,800 pretty much. So we broke that area there. That's a round number in the market, and the market rejected that. As we see, the market will bounce most times off of round numbers or half numbers. So that's your 50 areas and your 100 areas. So now we're at 48. Oh, just say 40, yeah, 4808. Okay, so we're pulling back now. So let's look to see possibly a good area maybe to trade or take a look at the market. Not 100% sure, so let's take a look. Not 100% at this moment here. The market is pulling back, so we just want to be kind of careful. Excuse me, guys. All right, so you guys know that if you've been following my channel, I pause, and the reason why I pause is because I'm looking for things in the market, particular key things I look for in the market. And as you guys can see on the right hand side of my chart here, this is the volume profile. I use that. That's the only indicator I pretty much use. Let me take this off because yesterday I marked this as an area where there was a wedge at. You can see the market was wedging yesterday here. So let's take that off now. It's not wedging anymore. It's broken out of that to the upside. And when the market is wedging, you want to wait for a break. Okay, so the market is kind of pulling back here. Let's switch over to the 4-range chart. Okay, but the problem here that the market, the reason the market's pulling back right here. The problem with this area here is the fact is that we got a level right above us here, so that could be a showstopper right there. We all know that, right? Okay, so the market came down pretty much to it and bounced, but yeah, there it goes right back up to it. So that was a little entry there you could have taken there, a little quick little scalp, long. I don't particularly like to take those because the market can hit this area and then bounce and then keep pushing lower. So yeah, with that said, you're gonna catch me taking a little short here. Real quick little scalp. Come on. Hope I can get filled here. Ah, it bounced already. Okay, there we go. Ah, it bounced on me. Okay. All right. Now we can pull back into the V-pot now, so you gotta be careful here. Come on, give me a second chance here. And it may not do that. This is what I tell you guys, go ahead and get the trade. If you've taken gone to a bad entry or whatever the case is. I was looking for a quick little scalp, it came down to a bounce, okay? So that's why I say about close proximity of trading at levels right above us, okay? So it gave me another chance to go a short. Okay, so I already got filled there. That's okay. I jumped out. I got out the trade. Nothing lost. I'm not worrying about it. You know that you see something going on. Now we're at support. Okay, so that's the reason why I went ahead and taken out a trade. Excuse me. But yeah, we could actually. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to wait here because I'm not sure. Right now in the market, you can see that's in a little wedge right here. A small little wedge right here in this area. Building volume right here, okay? So not a good area to be doing right now. Market can bounce. It's come down to this level right here. This area right here, okay? And it can bounce and push back up to the upside. So let's just wait it out. But we'll see what happens. And I'm gonna talk about today, guys. How to find good entries or some of the best trading setups. That I look for, the things that I look for. And this is a freebie to you guys. It's free. I go into a little bit of detail about what I look for. Okay, and that's looking at price action, looking for levels, and I'm using the I use the volume profile to kind of not to trade from, but to kind of gauge the area to make sure that to confirm that it's a good area for me to trade from. All right. So let's see. Okay, so the market's rejecting this area here. We'll see what happens here. Okay. It's moving sideways right now, so let's see what happens. All right, I'm going long, guys. Okay. 43. Okay, let's see what happens here. Come on, push up. Going long here. Should get filled. I'll do something like this. 43, 48.03 and a quarter. Come on. Okay, all right. First entry. All right, so the market is, I mentioned 48.03 and a quarter, right? Counting to 43, about 2 ticks above where I said. So, and it rejected within the swing level here. So we're moving sideways right now, guys. We're just ranging, building volume in this area. So be careful. Yeah, be careful. So yeah, this would have been, it could have been a short. Let's see. Yeah, very short-lived short, guys, to be honest with you. Not much room or opportunity. Could have been a little short here. Just depending. So let's see. All right, you guys see where I had that red line mark that I stepped away for a moment, but right there, that red line, that was an opportunity in the area there. Could have taken it long, but you have to wait for the rejection or failure at that area. This swing right here, okay? That swing, you know, that was when price is pushing up. It took out the high, took out this high right here, and then price comes back based on a pullback. Like I said, a retracement. You wait for the rejection or failure before you look for your entry to go long. So let's see what happens when price comes back to this area right here if it does. Okay. You see me go long here. I'm scalping. Okay, it could come a little lower though, okay? But I'm scalping this area. And I know we could possibly test this area down here, okay? So I'm early on the trade, on the long, all right? Okay, all right, now I'm gonna scalp it. Hopefully I get the bounce here I need. And it probably could push a little lower, so I'm early on the trade I mentioned, but let's go ahead and scalp this bad boy. Come on. So I'm early on the trade here. Up. Okay. Yeah, I'm too early on this trade here. Price could have came here, I mentioned. All right, come on up, push up. Let's see here. Come on, baby. I'm looking for the market to come up and test at least the 4,800 and a quarter or 4,801 area. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and take. There we go. All right, I was way early on that trade there, but that's okay. My breaking point would have been right here, and it got right below this. I always put my stop, like my mental stop would have been right below here, a tick or two. And so I was early on the trade. Price is going to test probably this area right here. I just said 4801. Watch it hit that probably. We're only 2 ticks away from it. And it could bounce right here where it's at. So, all right. Whoops. Okay, let's see what happens. Yeah, just 2 ticks away from it. So be careful because we're wedging right now. We're ranging in this area right now. So let me explain this to you what happened here, so you guys fully understand how to take these opportunities. Let me see something right quick. Give me 1 second. I'm just trying to. Yeah. Okay. So here's the level. Okay. This is the level right here. Okay. Now, the reason being was when the last few days or last week when you know, coming out of the holidays, price was just kind of moving sideways. You made a high here and it pushed lower. Just kind of, you know, moving sideways. Not much action going on. Okay. Eventually, when I say eventually, I mean yesterday, we started pushing higher. Right. We broke this high right here. Okay. That was the all-time high here, pretty much at 4,800. Okay. All right. So we have a little swing right here. Right. Have a little swing here. Price pushes up. Okay. It broke this area right here. So when price pulls back to this area right here, I'm looking for something to happen. But I need to see price stay above this area here, okay? On this, you know, according to the swing right here. All right. So it does. But one thing I have to be mindful of is I have a swing right here coming to the downside, right? Which is resistance, right? All right. So when price gets back to this red line, this area here, what I'm interested in, okay? It could have pulled back into this area here, okay? Which a lot of people call demand, which is demand. But it did a little bit, but what I'm trying to get at is that it rejects at the swing area, right? When it rejects at the swing area, I mean, I got to see the rejection. It starts to do this right here. Pushes up, starts breaking into the swing to the upside, right? All right. So at that point here, I'm looking for the pullback, okay? The pullback can happen anywhere in this area right here, where price at the rejection right here, at this point here. So on the pullback, I need to see price stay above this area right here, okay? When price breaks above, so I took the trade early, okay? I took the trade pretty much at the pretty much close of this green candle. But what you want to see some fall through rejection pretty much to make sure you're getting good confirmation. And typically that could be the close of 2 green candles to the upside here in the 4 range. But price pulls back, okay, right to this area here and pretty much put all the way back to this little swing to the upside here. All right. So on the rejection actually took place here when price pulled back to it, okay? So price pushes up, pulls back, breaks higher, and then it breaks, you know, let's see here. Yeah, this was the area right here to go long at, okay? So basically when price starts to reject at this area right here, which was at this swing area here, breaks above the red line and then pulls back, you want to look for the entry to go long, okay? That's what you want to do. But you want to see you want to see price stay above this red line here, which is above this swing here, okay? All right. All right, so price breaks above, right? I mean, not breaks above, I'm sorry, guys. Pulls back to the VPOC, okay? So it's trading sideways right now, guys. We're moving sideways right here in this volume or area right here. This was, like I mentioned, that red line here I marked it prior to, and price pulls back to it. So, and the reason why, you know, I'm going to talk about this too because it's part of the reason, you know, that when I talk about, you know, how to find the best trading opportunities. You know, I use the volume profile, and I look for when I'm going along areas where price is at the lower end of the high volume area, not right here at it, okay? Because when you start trading right here at it, there's so much volume of trades that have traded here, and the market's just going to push and pull, push and pull. You're going to get a lot of fighting going on right there, okay? So, with that said, you know. So this was an opportunity down here when price pulled into this area right here. Okay, I mentioned that. All right. So, yeah. So you know, here price comes back down and breaks a little lower, and then turns back around. When it comes back down, right, breaks a little lower. All right, it taps back into, comes back into. It's still in the swing. Price breaks back above it. You look for opportunity. So let's see here. Let's see what happens. Not 100%. So price is trading around the VPOC right now, and I'm going to talk. I'm you know, a little bit here. I'm going to talk about how to find those good areas, how to find those good trade setups. You know what I look for. Those key things that I look for. All right, because it's important, guys. It really is. It's important to make sure you are able to follow this. Oh, Lord have mercy. Yeah, let's see here. All right, so let's see what happens. So I am going to scout this area. I know we can come lower. Okay. I'm on the trade early. I know. But I am going to scout this area. Let's see here. Ooh, yeah, let me do a quick little scalp here. Yeah, come on, hit it. See it pulled away from it, hit it and pulled away. Hit my profit target to the tick. That's come on. Let me go ahead and take profit here. There we go. Okay, taking profit right here because I know price can bounce in this area right here, right above this little high volume area right here. Okay, it's not much, you know, 2 or 3 ticks there, but that's, you know, that could be six ticks, 7 ticks, 8 ticks, whatever it is. You know, it could be that quick. I'm just scalping, guys, based on what I'm seeing price action doing. I'm gauging off of the 4 range chart right now, just based on the pullback here. All right, price pulling back to the lower portion of this high volume area. Okay. So it's really not much good opportunity at this point, really. I mean, you have even when price pulls back to this area right here, it's going to be difficult because, you know, you got resistance on the way down. Okay, you just got to know when price starts breaking through that resistance, looking for those areas that you could possibly trade from. So. Okay, like here, let's see. Yeah, be careful because I'm not sure price trying what it's going to do here. It's pulling back into support. Now we'll see what happens. Good push up, pull back, push up. Okay, so I'm not sure yet. We'll see what happens here. So I'm just, you know, taking a few, just scalping, guys, based upon what I see the market doing right now. right, guys, sorry about that. I was just looking at some messages on my phone that I had to follow up on. Okay, so let's see. Yeah. Now we could break lower here and then pull back. So basically setting up for a swing here to the downside. Price move to the downside, set the swing up, comes back. Okay. So if it comes back, if price breaks below, okay, and pulls back, guys, stays below this area here, we can actually look for a short entry. Is what I'm talking about. Let's see. Yeah. Let's see here. To actually go lower, I mean, but it can stop right here. It can stop in this area here or come lower. So basically what we want to do is actually fill in this area right here. Okay. So all right, let's see what happens here. So it did break this area here. I'll be honest, I might be going for a short, guys. I'm not sure yet. Yeah, I'm going short. 47.92 a quarter. Come on. Okay. Come on, baby. Take a look here. Okay, it's pulling back. Squeeze this in a little bit. It's kind of hard to do that. Let's see. Try to squeeze it in so you guys can see the area as well. Now this entry right here, I'm gonna show you an area from this morning. This would have been a great opportunity. At 7:30, pretty much, price pushed up, mini swing, pulled back into the swing. Okay, looking for the rejection out of this area right here. There's nothing here to really stop, and I'm back on the way up. So once you got the rejection right here, you look over your 4-range chart, and you see that setup on your 4-range chart. Basically, kind of like a W formation, and price pulls back. Rejects to go lower, take a trade long. You could take the trade pretty much probably from this area here up to here. That'd have been like at least 3 points, guys. You could have squeezed probably 4 points out of that, but okay. So, all right. All right. Hopefully we get some rejection to the downside. Fall through to the downside. We are moving sideways here, so hopefully we can now push lower, break through this area here, and swing on down. So we'll see what happens here, but we're at the lower portion of this high volume area, okay? There we go. I'm gonna go ahead and take out right here. Price coming down to this area right here. All right, see the follow through I was talking about? There it is. Okay, so yeah. So let's see what happens here. I'm still looking. Price broke the area. It can pull back to this area here, but it can reject just as well where it's at. But we can pull back to this swing area right here. So let me blow this up a little bit to see. Okay. This price gonna pull back. What's it gonna do here? Sure, let me see something here. Okay. We're in a low volume area now. Price can push on through here. But we can also pull back, as I told you or mentioned to you guys. Be careful. So we can pull back to this area here, okay? So we just don't take a trade just off like as soon as it comes back to the area. You got to be mindful of any swings below. Any area the price can stop at. Um, yeah, I like to see price come on down and push on down to 47, 88 area, but we'll see what happens here. Price bounce right here at 47.91. Okay. Let's see what happens here. Okay. So, all right. Let's see what happens here. So I mentioned price pull back to this area right here, right? Okay. Which is that red line there, right? And what did it do? It rejected that area, but we got to be careful because, like I said, you've got little support areas below it. So I'm looking for price to kind of keep pushing lower and breaking through these areas here, and maybe on a pullback, look for an entry short. So we'll see. We got this low volume area, right below us, so price can, like I said, break through and continue pushing lower and testing this high volume area. Because I said it so many times in the past, price loves to go from a high volume area, pass through a low volume area, and push on down to the next low volume area, or push up to the next low volume. I mean, to the next, excuse me, move from a high volume area through a low volume area to the next high volume area, or from a high volume area through a low volume area back up to a high volume area. So just depending on which direction price is moving. So just be careful. Okay. La-da-dee-la-dee-da. Yeah, I'm short. Come on. Feel me. Look at that. Come on. Feel my order. Look at it bouncing. Come on, fall through. Okay, I'm gonna get filled on this first contract. Price, look for price to push on down. Okay, come on. Not taking it. I'm not gonna play around because price is bouncing in this area I'm pretty more than likely it's going to come down here and test 86.5. I take my profit. You know, when I see it, I can take it. I'm going to go ahead and take it. All right. So let's see if price can come on through and have the fall through and push on down to at least try to come on down to 47.88 area. It's rejecting, like I said. So expectation is that it's going to come on down. But we're at the lower end of this high volume area. And I'm going to show you guys how I use the volume profile. But I'm looking for price to come on down and test this area here. Push to this low volume area and come on down and test this high volume area. Okay? There it goes, guys. What I tell you? What I say? All right, learn how to trade this way. You'll make some money. I'm telling you guys. Gotta trade like the institutions. Gotta trade like the big boys in the game. Okay. All right. So I'm going to use this as an example to kind of show you how to look at it. Come on, round down. I said from a high volume area to a high volume area, right? All right. So I'm going to use this as an example, and then we'll go through another example or so. All right, I just want to show you guys how to trade the way I kind of do, in a sense. Give me a second. All right, let's go ahead and okay. So we're at. Let's see something. All right, so we're actually at support right now. All right. So this would be good. This could be a good trade too. So let's see what happens here. Price could actually come back up to 47.91. So let's see if I can get the opportunity here. Let's see. Now we're down to a high volume area, right? All right. I would prefer to see price come on down to the lower portion of the high volume area, but we'll see if there's going to be rejection here or price is going to push a little lower. Okay. So I'm gonna wait and see what happens here. You know, we could push lower. When I say push lower, you get the best opportunities when price comes down to the lower end of the high volume area. Here's the setup, okay? I'm talking about the setup. The setup is where, all right, price broke through this high right here, okay? Swinging up, pulling back, pushing higher. Retracement back to the level, okay? Not only a level, but to a high volume area, okay? Now, we want to take price from the lower end of the high volume area. We want to look for the setup of the trade to take place from the lower end of the high volume area, okay? At a level, okay? At a level that took out a prior high or, you know, a swing. When price is swinging to the downside, pushes up, pulls back, okay? Breaks through, taking out a high on the retracement back to the level that took out, you know, pretty much this swing to the downside. The retracement, this is the level that took it out. You know, this could be an area. Now we're looking at it. See the rejection, price pulling back kind of towards the lower end of the swing. Not only the swing, but the lower end of the high volume area, okay? Now I'm waiting for price to, and I'll go through this one more time. Looking for rejection now, because we could get some rejection from this area and push right on back up to 47.91, which would come down to the high volume area, which means we'll move through a low volume area back to the high volume area. So let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Okay, let me take a look at something here within this swing here. In all honesty, I want to see price really break above this swing. Okay, I want to see price break above this swing, to be honest with you. Okay. So I'm going to wait because we could continue. Price can still kind of push, come a little lower. So we'll wait and see. All right. Okay. Okay. It's pushing lower. All right, we're at the lower end of the high volume area, right? We're looking for a trade setup. Okay. Price has approached an area of support. Now we could continue pushing lower now because we do have some low area here, and this is identified as low area, even though we still have some high volume, smaller high volume areas. But it's the area is in volume wise is lower than this high volume area here, so it could actually come on down, push on lower, but possibly. But we got support right here, so we have to be careful. You know, have to be mindful of that area. So at this point here, I'm looking for price maybe to break above this area here where I have the red line at, meaning come up, break above this high volume area, pull back to the high volume area, and then blast to the upside. Okay, that's the trade setup. Okay, the trade setup, guys. Let me show it to you. Okay, this is opportunity. Price is swinging to the downside, right? All right, forming this big level or swing to the downside. All right, as price turns around, starts pushing higher. Okay, boom. Breaks above, taking the high of the swing out, right? So when price retraces back to this area here, this area somewhere in this area here is going to be an opportunity more likely, okay? We're looking, okay? That's what we're looking for. All right? Oh, let me see something here because, okay. All right. Yeah, right here could have been right here. Let's see. All right, so let's wait to see if price is going to pull back. I'm waiting to see if price is going to pull back now, okay? And there's a little swing right here. There's a little swing right here. So I'm waiting for price to pull back now to see if it's going to pull back. Okay. And if it's going to break higher here, but continue pushing lower. All right. Keep pushing lower now. Yeah, we're still pushing lower. So there it goes. All right. Price is still pushing lower. All right. So that area there, right now, is null and void. We're not, taking a trade because we didn't get the rejection we're looking for. Okay. But that's an example of what you're looking for on the pullback, the retracement. You look for the rejection at the lower end of a high volume area at the swing level, that where price took out, maybe a high in this example here. Okay, so. Now this point here, because price has swung to the downside right here and made a swing, be careful. We gotta be careful here because price can pause in this area right here. And this is me looking for longs, even though to me, have more of a long bias at this point here because, even though we got a channel to the downside here, we have a high here. So prices swung to the upside, making higher highs and higher lows, but now we're kind of in a little small channel to the downside. But to me, it hasn't broken a session low yet, which was yesterday's low. So I'm still in my mind looking for long opportunities on pullbacks. Okay, so at this point, that's what I'm looking for. Okay. Like I said, there's a little swing right here, so you gotta be mindful of this. Okay. Hmm. Hmm. Price has to break through the swing here, and it hasn't done it yet. So I'm gonna stand down right now, because I'm looking for price to. It's creating area of resistance right above, which is this area right here, this little swing. I got to see it break above that, and then on a pullback. Okay, it's trying to break above. I'm not sure if it is or not. Hmm. So price is staying above this area here, swing. Okay, staying above. So which is right here, market. Price pull back. Okay, staying above this area here. All right. I got to see it break through this area here if it wants to continue pushing higher. All right, let's see. I'm still waiting for price to break above, and then maybe look for an opportunity on the pullback. Okay, so it's trying to break above here. Let's see. We're in between this high volume area, this low volume area, this high volume area. So, but if price can break above this area here, we'll come up and test this high volume area here and possibly push higher. We'll see. I'm not saying it's going to just burst right through and come up and hit this area here, but it could push up, kind of, do the zigzag on the way up, meaning pushing up, pulling back, pushing up, pulling back, pushing up, pulling back. But once it gets this high volume area right here, it's gonna have some resistance. It's gonna resist that area. Price is struggling here to push any higher. Okay. Yeah. Going long. Stop it real quick and then wait for the break. Just gonna scalp real quick and then wait for the break to the upside. Come on, hit it. Okay, now look for price take this area here out and then look for a pullback. It's a little tricky here because you got this little swing right here. Okay, I mean, you want to see price take this area here out, meaning break to the upside, pull back, look for the rejection, and then take the long. Okay, all right, let's see what we're doing. Moving sideways right now. Just moving sideways. Moving sideways. Be careful, don't get trapped. Moving sideways. Yeah, it's still moving sideways here. You might want to see it break through this area. Break to the area to the upside. Pull back. And then look for an entry. I want to see it break above this area here. Take out this little swing here. Yeah, it could have been a little long right here, but that's okay. A little long just to this area right here, a couple ticks, nothing much. So I'm going to use this as an example, you know, of how to find kind of the best trade setups, how I go about finding my trade setups using volume profile. So I mentioned a little earlier, when price is swinging to the downside, right? Okay, we did make a little lower here, okay? Then it turns back around and starts swinging to the upside. And usually the same example, you can use it for anytime when you see these same setups in the market, okay? That's all I'm trying to say. All right, give me a second, guys. All right, price hasn't broke that yet. Okay, so price swinging to the downside, then it turns around, starts swinging to the upside, right? All right, so we start making higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, swinging to the upside. Price breaks the all-time high at 4,800, okay? All right, and then it retraces back. Okay, when it starts to retrace back, it's going to retrace back to some level, right? Okay, when price pulls back to a level, you know, we got to start looking for areas to where, you know, price may, when on the way up, start taking areas out. All right, so when price, you know, and looking at it, price could have stopped here, but it didn't. Kept pushing lower, lower, lower. Okay, started pushing lower, but then you have this swing to the upside here. Okay, pretty significant swing here. Price pushes up, buying. Right, had a little selling here taking place, and then it was just more opportunity when buyers start stepping back into the market. So a lot of buying took place here, and you're going to start. You'll be able to identify good areas of where to look for levels or areas that to kind of stalk, in a sense, to kind of areas of interest when you start to see a lot of buying on the way up, and then the price falls a little bit, and then you see more buying. Okay. To me, it's kind of like in a sense, kind of consolidation just for price to, for it, what it is price coming back to pick up, enticing more buyers. So the market pushes up, buyers step in, okay, the market pulls back, and then more buyers step in and drive the market up. So it's just a lot of buying that took place in this area here. So when price naturally comes back to that area, you can see it come right back to this area. Now it could have just as well come lower, right? Okay, but right now it's rejecting right here at the top of this swing right here. Okay, and at this swing right here was an area where price took out this area here. Swung to the upside. Okay, so price is rejecting that area there. As long as price stays above this area here on a rejection, this is a good solid area to look for an entry in a sense. But the problem with that right now is that, and on the way down, we see, all the selling took place. Nothing to really stop it on the way back up other than this little swing right here. So it did actually form a nice swing. It's got to take this swing out on the way back up, okay? So basically what I want to see it do is take it out, pull back, not break below this area here on the pullback, and then when it does reject this area here, I'm going for the long to the upside, okay? Now it can bounce, in a high volume area here, low volume area here, but you wait for the trade setup. So the trade setup is as prices look for a level on the pullback, a level where a lot of buying took place if you're looking for a long, okay? A lot of buying took place in this area here. I say, okay, price pulls back to this area. I mark the area here. As long as it stays above this red line here on the swing here, then I could possibly stalk it and look for the rejection, okay? On the rejection, once I know it's a rejection, I can take on the rejection, I'll wait for price to pull back, and then as long as it stays above the red line, I'm going for my entry long. But the situation here, like I just said, is this level right here, which is now resistance, and we got to see it take that area out. So once it takes this area here out, a little swing there, pushes up, takes it out. I'm going to pull back, as long as it stays above this area right here, okay? I'm going to go long, okay? So that's how you find good trade setups, okay? And if we look at it, right now what it's doing is you say, oh, it's not at a low volume, it's not at the low portion of a low volume area. It is, but what it's doing is the volume profile is calculating all the volume from everything right now. You see how it's sliding in, sliding out. If you look to the right, how the volume profile is shifting. Okay, so I don't want to see all this over here. I'm just particularly interested in this area, say from here, okay, in this area right here, okay, because this is the swing, okay, and that took out this area here, okay. So when I minimize this, you see how it shifts now. All right, so all I want to see is just everything in this rectangular box, okay. All right, so now that price comes back to that area within the rectangular box. What do you see? Price is at a lower portion of a high volume area right here, okay. It's at the lower extremity, okay. We have a low volume area below us, another high volume area, low volume area, high volume area, okay. So when price pulls back to the swing area, which is this swing right here, what do you see? Price comes to that swing level at the lower end of a high volume area, okay? All right, so I'm looking for the rejection in this area. Now, I'm not saying price is actually going to, make its move, reject, and then push higher. At some point it will, because it's going to have to fill this area here in, okay? It's got to come back up, to kind of, fill this area in here, okay? It will do that. But it can push lower, push to this low volume area, and test lower, a lower portion of this swing to the upside. It could come on down and test all the way down here at the bottom, which would be this area right here, which the price comes all the way down here to the bottom of this swing here when it pulls back, meaning, I'll show it to you. Let's look at the arrows, okay? So this is the swing to the upside, right? All right. Boom, okay? Now, this is, what that red line is the top end or the head of the swing right here, okay? If price comes back to the bottom end of the swing right here, right here, I'm gonna show it to you where that's the lower end of the which is this, where I have this red line in right here, right, red line at, then this area here will be the area of demand, and this is where more buying took place when we saw the price push up, pull back, okay, boom, more buying took place. That's an area of demand, where demand meaning that there was more opportunity, more interest there for price to push higher, okay? Yeah. How to find good trade setups, how to find the best trade setups, what I look for, and looking at price action and coupling and using volume profile with it, okay? Price is not wanting to push any lower. It's having a hard time push lower, and it's feeling on a takeout, to move higher. So we're kind of moving sideways right here. So um, yeah, so you gotta wait. Excuse me, guys. Wait for the opportunities for price to kind of tell you what it's doing, what it's trying to do. But I showed you, you know, what I look for, guys. I'm looking for that was a retracement to this area here, and now I'm just waiting to see what price is really going to do. It's going to break lower, it's going to break higher. It's got to break this, and then on the pullback for me, um, the same thing on the downside: break it, pull back, and then look for the rejection to go short. I'm going short, but as it stands right now, the market's just moving sideways. All right, so hopefully we get the break to the upside now. Hopefully we do. We'll see. Yeah, price like it's trying to break to the upside, right? So trying to, but it's got to break through this area right here, guys. It was going sideways in this area. It's got to break through this area here, push up, and then we'll look for the retracement on the pullback if we get it. Okay, still not breaking, right? I want to see it break higher. I want to see what I want to see here is okay. A green candle closing above here on the 12 range. All right. Okay, so it has. All right. Finally got the close of the candle, right? Now let's see what happens. Okay. Price pulling back. Hmm. At this point, I'm looking for a long entry, to be honest with you. Just waiting for rejection, waiting for price to either pull back or push higher at this point here. So, let's see. Okay. Trying to get at least one more trade for you guys. Um, you see what happened. I mean, I told you, price pulled back to this area here, as I just talked about, and find that, find those best trade setups. Um, get the rejection out of the area, but we got this little showstopper here, the swing here. It's got to break above. It did. Now we wait for the pullback, and price could pull back to, price could pull back to 78 area. Possibly could. So we'll wait and see. get quiet. That means I'm paying attention and being careful with this opportunity here. Hmm. I'm looking for an opportunity to go long. I'll tell you right now. Market is just dilly-dallying around right now. We're at the top volume area. That's why it's doing that. Top volume node right here. So it's gonna break that. But I've been talking about this for a while, trying to wait for this opportunity, guys. But I don't know, but the market is slow right now. I don't think we looked at the volume today, did we? Let's look at the volume for today. $736. Okay. Come on. All right. Hopefully we break above here and I can go long, right? I'm long, guys. I am long. Just gonna go for get a pullback here. I know that. Get a little pullback here. Boom, come on. Push up. This is the opportunity that I was talking about, guys. We can't get a pullback. Keep pushing, baby. All right. We're at the top of this high volume area, so I'm gonna go ahead and take out if I can get filled here. Look at it, hit my profit target and bounce. Go ahead and get filled there. Simple as that, guys. And you just you know, we got some showstoppers. You know, this here is the area right here on the chart. Okay, I'll mark it right here with this purple line right there that we're looking to take price up to. Okay, it's a showstopper. All right, and we have some areas in between that could, you know, kind of pause price, I'd say. So I think I'm gonna wrap this video up here, guys. Unless I see price break back above, but wrap this video up here. Like I said, I just wanted to be able to show you guys how to trade, how to find the best trade setups. I'm giving this information away for free just to help you guys out so you understand what I look for. Okay, how I go about doing it. I mean, I went in depth about what to look for in the retracement. You know what I look for. So I gave a clear diagram or example here what to look for. All right, so not sure. Price can actually pull back to this area here, this area right here. So we'll see. I'm not sure. I'm going to pay attention, but I'm going to go ahead and close the video out. You guys are probably watching it now. If you're trading, please be safe in the market. But go ahead and subscribe to the channel if this is your first time watching one of the videos. I appreciate it. And drop me a like as well. Take care, guys, and see you in the next video.